For those of you who don't know me, my name is Monique Brent. I'm an artist. I have been painting and drawing for most of my life. Also, recently in the last few years, have become really interested in experimenting with manifestation and the law of attraction, and meditation and various other things of this nature. And so I tend to incorporate those things into my artwork. So here you see this goddess that I'm painting. All right. So she has her third eye, representing being able to see things that are not necessarily easily visible in the physical realm. She has this blue jewel over her throat chakra, and that's all about communication and being able to communicate those beautiful things that that she's seeing. And if you look at her earrings here, this is the flower of life, sacred geometry. It's been said by some people to be the symbol that the entire structure of space time is composed of. I can't explain that any better, but you may want to check out my favorite physicist. His name is Nassim Haramein for more information on that. Okay, here you see the Vesica Pisces. This is a symbol, it's a symbol of a goddess for obvious reasons. It has some very feminine shapes involved, and to me it also represents communication. I talked about this a little bit in a previous video, that when you have two whole beings communicating in their wholeness, which I have been experiencing quite a lot lately, and it's absolutely beautiful, it creates a third dynamic, which is the communication itself, which is pretty cool. The dove here, dove's not quite finished. I'm going to be putting my final touches on this dove while I'm working on this video. Also a symbol of communication, the symbol of the Holy Spirit in Christianity, bringing the blessings of God, the communication of God, the communication of the divine to the people. And that's something that's really important to me, being connected with that divine communication in this moment. And one thing that I've been really noticing is that you don't need to store any of that energy. You don't need to store it in the past or the future. It's like right now. You don't have to remember anything. That's not important, because your connection to the divine is right now, all the time. There's really nothing else. And if you distract yourself by trying to make a whole bunch of plans or remember a whole bunch of stuff from the past, you're missing what's happening right now. And this is life at this very moment. Okay, so, and if you look back here, there's kind of like the universe, and some energy flying off of this goddess out into the universe. So she's really representational of a lot of beautiful things. There's actually a DNA strand traveling up around her forehead as well, over the third eye symbol there. Okay, and then the third eye is crying, and that's kind of not a representation of sorrowful tears, but a representation of that, the fullness of the energy in the moment. That feeling of when you're so connected to the beauty of all that is, that the tears just fall out of your eyes, Happens to me a lot. So what we're going to do is, upon the request of the patron who has actually already purchased this painting, I'm going to add, thank you, I'm going to add some gold into the Vesica Pisces, and the only thing after that I need to do is finish the details of the dove, so its beak and eyes and and claws, really, and then she's finished. Also, I want to let everyone know that prints will be available of this painting. We're going to do some beautiful high quality prints of this painting. And depending on the size, they're probably going to range in price anywhere from $50 to $100, unless you want something giant, and we can make that happen as well. Hi Tracy, thank you. Along with some of my other goddess paintings, I'm going to be making prints of some other goddess paintings as well available. So I'm going to go ahead and add this gold to our Vesica Pisces. Gold is an incredibly good conduit, actually, so it's suitable that we would put gold into this beautiful symbol of communication and connection. Speaking of gold being an incredibly good conduit, has anyone out there ever wondered why gold has been spoken about, like, since recorded history in religious books, you know? Like, even in the Bible, the Christian Bible says that the streets of heaven are paved with gold. What does that mean? Because, you know, Christianity is not supposed to be about monetary gain, you know? And people have been trying to get gold, like, since way before its practical applications were ever discovered, as far as we're aware of, you know? So I think there's a lot more to it. Gold as a conduit of energy, you know, I think there's something very special about that. It's worth investigating. And we have this beautiful world and universe to adventure in. Why not just investigate everything about it? Ask lots of questions, do lots of research, find out what's really happening, form your own opinion about what's really happening. I've been experimenting a lot with manifestation, and I had like a little bit of a revelation today about it. And it's really, 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 really simple. And it's essentially that you tend to go in the direction that you're looking in. Think about that for a little bit. It's like, what element of your life has your focus? What has your focus? And that's going to be the element that's attracting you to it, and you are attracting to yourself as well, right? Another thing that I've been realizing, and realizing just by nature of the word means to make real, realizing, is that the more I work at removing the filters that my life has contributed to me having in my communication with my world and the divine, you know, so your filters can be opinions, judgments, consistently traveled paths of thought, and you don't have to completely remove them. You can just soften them. But I find that softening those filters and allowing the current energy, the energy current, to flow in uninhibited or less inhibited is an incredibly beautiful experience. Connective. It's a connective experience. So I've been experimenting with that a lot. Becoming aware of the filters that I put on my experience. All right. So I want to invite you to like my Facebook page, Monique Brent Studios. Share this video as much as you would like. If you are interested in ordering a print of this painting, you can send me a message, or even better, you know, leave a post, leave a comment on this post. Let me know that you're interested in purchasing a print, and I'll make sure to order one for you. And for now, I'm gonna sign off and get this finished. And I just want to send you all the love. And I hope that, I just wish you such beautiful connective communication with other beings, because there's nothing more wonderful than that. Have a beautiful evening.